We're Spotlight, and we're listening to you. Tonight's Late Show on Spotlight. The classic.
Spotlight, shining bright, day and night. We light up the stars with spotlight.
I'm going to commit murder.
New Year's Eve, and the new wave generation's headed for violence.
Now, when this guy says murder at midnight, he means midnight in each of the time zones all across the country.
Because this year, someone's idea of a good time is deadly.
So you got a name, Phantom?
Call me evil.
On the stroke of midnight, he strikes.
Now, what do you think?
Will this be a brand new year, or just...
Coming up next on Spotlight.
For centuries, priceless treasures have remained undisturbed, undiscovered. Now, this woman has violated their sacred shrine.
Who are you? What do you want?
What do you know about the black market?
This is my find. A chance like this is not going to come again in a million years.
Some secrets should remain hidden forever. This is one of them.
I didn't want this to happen.
Leslie Ann Down and Frank Langella bring to life the international bestseller,
I found it.
Sphinx.
Today on Spotlight.
The following copyrighted motion pictures are presented solely for private home viewing by paid television subscribers. Any copying, recording, or other use of these motion pictures without express written consent of the copyright proprietor is prohibited and may result in civil and criminal liability.
Good morning, America.
This is a film about living and loving the good life in California,
Very apt, Carol, very apt.
where the people are friendly, sincere, and never grow old.
Now, as far as Stokely's concerned, it's just a question of putting him in touch with his childhood.
I'm only 10 years old, you dork.
Martin Mull's not growing old.
In an insane society, the sane man must appear insane.
Where'd you get that?
Star Trek.
Join Tommy Smothers in a crazy comedy that shakes up suburbia. It's middle-class madness. Serial.
Today on Spotlight.
When you've had enough of that 9-to-5 routine,
Violet, little coffee.
Yes, sir.
and the man on top is getting you down,
For heaven's sake, what are you doing, Mr. Hart?
you start dreaming of a way to get even.
We've got to do something.
But did you go too far?
I'm no fool. I killed the boss. You think they're not going to fire me for a thing like that?
Working 9 to 5.
Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, and Dolly Parton living every working girl's fantasy, 9 to 5.
Today on Spotlight.
Oh, Fab, I'm glad.
The opaque matte art overlay in registration with the hand-cut self counter matte overlay on the single-frame rear projection screen superimposes in the standard A-B roll printing procedure.
This is Spotlight, bringing you the movies and specials you want to see 24 hours a day. The following movie has been rated R by the Motion Picture Association of America. It is intended for mature audiences.
Spotlight, shining bright, day and night. We light up the stars with spotlight.
He's fast with his hands. She's fast on her feet. Together, they're perfect.
I've known some squirrels in my life, but you are right up there at the top of the tree.
With a friendship like theirs, who needs enemies?
You're a baker, you're stupid, you smell, you're ugly.
But enemies they've got.
Well, Creep, you just made my night. You just got me busted.
Who's gonna bust you?
He's gonna bust me.
You gonna bust her? I'm gonna bust her.
Tommy Lee Jones and Sally Fields put good, clean fun back on the road in Back Road.
This week on Spotlight.
I was caught by the police hanging naked from a flagpole.
Boys will be boys.
I find myself fascinated by this charge of indecent exposure.
And girls will be girls. But now they're in trouble.
Somebody's doing some serious messing around with my life.
Why does my husband have to go to jail?
Ever try to fight a computer?
Everybody and his brother's been sticking it to me with this machine of yours.
Alan Arkin and Marriott Hartley draw the battle line.
I'm coming back here and I'm bringing a bazooka and I'm gonna blow your brains out, you hear me?
And computer science becomes computer chaos. It's more than proper to laugh at improper channels.
This week on Spotlight.
Before Superman flew in from Krypton and Luke Skywalker discovered the Force, we had a superhero all our own. From the comic strips to cartoons to the screen, America's #1 spinach eater is here.
What am I? I'm Popeye, the sailor. And I am what I am, what I am, and I am what I am, and that's all that I am, 'cause I
There's Pluto.
You got it? I think so, yeah. I am what I am!
Shelley Duvall is the lovely olive oil.
I said flee, and I mean flee. Flee.
And Robin Williams is everybody's favorite superhero, Popeye.
This week on Spotlight.
You're watching Spotlight, cable television's brightest premium service with the biggest stars and the hottest specials. The following movie has been rated R by the Motion Picture Association of America. It is intended for mature audiences.
When they pass the turning point.
How can you love someone that doesn't even know you?
Melanie Mayron stars in every woman's story of a search for identity. Girlfriends.
My beloved friend.
Jane Fonda and Vanessa Redgrave in a stunning true story of love, courage, and friendship. Julia. Enjoy these fine actresses in a selection of thought-provoking and touching films this month on Spotlight. See Julia later today.
Following movie has been rated PG by the Motion Picture Association of America, and parental guidance is suggested.
James Brolin and Cleavon Little are out to make a fortune. James Coburn and Anthony Quinn would rather see him dead first. And Lindsay Wagner just wants to get out of this tropical paradise. It's the high-flying, low-riding, women-chasing comedy adventure that has everybody going for the gold. And risking it all.
Here we come!
After all, what's life without a little high risk? Coming up next on Spotlight.
Charlie, be careful.
Don't worry, they can't hurt us. We're Americans.
In a war-torn South American country, a U.S. citizen disappears without a trace.
Neither our embassy down there nor the military government knows where he is. Yet the New York Times says he's been arrested.
His father and his wife lead a mission of rescue.
I'm not going to leave this country till I find my son, alive or dead.
And learn the secret that may have cost a life.
He said the man must disappear. Oh, my God, why? He knew too much.
Sissy Spacek.
You know damn well he's not in hiding. Our whole neighborhood's one picked up by a goon squad.
Jack Lemmon.
I just want my boy back.
Based on a true incident, the Academy Award-winning Missing.
Tomorrow on Spotlight.
it's not the Spotlight Zoo. It's a series of movies starring our four-legged friends. They're the Animal Tales.
I've got a terrific idea for a film this time. It'll be a blockbuster.
It's a doggone funny film with Bruce Dern, Madeline Kahn, Art Carney, and...
Wonton Tom.
That's right, it's Wonton Tom, the dog who saved Hollywood.
He's a beauty, isn't he, Dad?
Aye, he is.
He's mine.
Then it's the classic screen story about a boy and a wondrous stallion, Black Beauty.
What's up, Doctress?
He's the funniest rabbit of them all, with a host of his most famous friends. It's Bugs Bunny's third movie, 1001 Rabbit Tales. Then say hi to Rusty, Tiga, and Poppy, plus Danny DeVito and Tony Danza, because this June you'll be going ape. For some of the tallest tales, full of creatures with tails, this June you'll be going to the dogs, the monkeys, and the rabbits. You'll love Spotlight's Animal Tales.
See Bugs Bunny's third movie, 1001 Rabbit Tales, this Saturday.
It's time for the movies.
The following motion picture has not been rated by the Motion Picture Association of America. It is appropriate for all audiences.
You're watching cable TV's #1 channel for movies, where there's more going on all month long. You're watching...
I'm Robert Osborne. Welcome to the Spotlight Preview Show. November is a very exciting month, one that features outstanding performances from some of Hollywood's biggest names, including, well, like Meryl Streep, Clint Eastwood, Roy Scheider, Richard Gere. We'll also be talking to that very crazy Monty Python man, Michael Palin, and the very talented young actor, Robbie Benson. So just settle back and come and join me for the Spotlight Preview Show. As most of you Spotlight viewers know, every month I like to take you behind the scenes in Hollywood to different locations or creative centers. In the past few months, our preview show has been all over Hollywood. We visited a stunt school, an animal farm, and last month I was turned into Frankenstein at a makeup school. This month, the Spotlight Preview Show continues the fun of showing you a little behind-the-scenes Hollywood magic. Part of that Hollywood magic is the art of set decoration. If you're a set decorator, this is where you would come to find all those pieces that make the set complete. This is the hand prop room, and they have supplied hundreds of props for TV series and movies, including Blade Runner, My Favorite Year, Airplane, countless others. Just about anything that you could imagine you could probably find right here. In the next few minutes, we'll wander around this fascinating place and see what we can uncover. But now let's uncover our first movie for November, Honky Tonk Man. And it stars one of Hollywood's biggest superstars in a very unusual role. The star's Clint Eastwood, and in Honky Tonk Man, Clint plays, of all things, a hard-drinking country western singer.
Month after month, you'll find the brightest stars in the 24 hours a day, every day. We're bringing Hollywood home in the most exciting lineup of movies on cable television. Every month, Spotlight offers more to enjoy than any other premium service. We've got the box office blockbusters, those delightful family films, plus all-time classics and critically acclaimed foreign films. From Hollywood and around the world, you'll see the movies you've been looking for all year long. Your favorite stars in their finest hours right here on Spotlight. 1, a legendary beauty. 2, a triumph of the spirit. 3, a modern comic genius. 4, a showman exceptionaire. This June, Spotlight is featuring 4 movies that are based on true stories.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Lenny Bruce.
Oh, come on.
the facts behind the success and the failure of a comic legend.
Please, don't take away my word.
Dustin Hoffman is Lenny.
How do you like Harvard, Mr. Sullivan?
Mom, Tom's blind. He's not deaf.
He refused to be a loser and learned to be a winner.
I'm Tom Sullivan.
Mark Singer in the inspirational real story, If You Could See What I Hear.
A woman who wears no scent has no future.
She was a child orphan who would become one of the most successful beauties of the 20th century.
I am going to bring fashion down to earth, out of the Stone Age.
The true story of Chanel Solitaire.
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy.
He was an American
Yankee
original.
Doodle
James
or
Cagney
die.
as the incomparable showman George M. Cohan.
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. Yankee Doodle do or die. A real
The real-life story of the Yankee Doodle dandy. This June, Spotlight brings together 4 very different movies that each tell a true story.
See Chanel Solitaire later today.
This June, Spotlight takes a look at a multi-talented Hollywood star. He's a comic and an actor. It's the Richard Pryor Festival.
Well, sir, I wanted to be a champion race car driver.
From the dust of the backcountry roads to the checkered flag on the national racing circuit, Beau Bridges and Richard Pryor are faster than greased lightning.
We can change the union with this book, baby.
Then he's singing the working man's blues.
I was my own man when I came to work here. I'm gonna be my own man when I leave.
From the creator of Taxi Driver, it's Blue Collar.
Don't worry about it. Everything's working out mellow.
And the festival continues in June when Richard Pryor and Billy D. Williams strike a blow for justice in Hit.
I am reaching for my pants. All right, I understand.
Then a prisoner of war comes home and finds the battle's just begun. Richard Pryor is some kind of hero.
Pretty funny.
He can make you laugh and a lot more. He's a multi-talented Hollywood star. It's Spotlight's Richard Pryor Festival.
See Greased Lightning tomorrow.
I had a lousy day today. I've turned 42. I fired a director. I beat my kids. Forgot to beat my kids.
Author.
Happy birthday, Ivan.
Ivan, I don't want to grow old with you.
See, we're finished with kindness. We're now moving to hatefulness and heartbreak.
You have your Broadway show. You don't need me.
Mr. Harrison, I can't think about the script. Let me just bounce it off. Let me just bounce it off. Let me bounce it off you, Morris, and let me bounce it off you.
Pop, you're a little hysterical, don't you think?
I'm so depressed. He's a little miserable right now. His wife is sleeping with an accountant.
Are you going to marry this actress you're sleeping with?
If we lived together, you could dance like this every night. I want us to be happy.
Happy? She wants happy? Who the hell is happy? I would never get married. Even if you paid me $150.
Al Pacino, Diane Cannon, Tuesday Weld, Bob Dishy, Bob and Ray, Alan King, and the kids. Author.
Today on Spotlight. Hold on to your chair. Here comes one of Hollywood's funniest stars.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we have a really big shoot.
It's a big show about a little guy who becomes a giant success.
I don't believe it.
Believe it or not, it's the story of the making of a star.
You're looking at a future star.
Well, maybe not a star, but a really funny guy. Join Peter Lorre, Keenan Wynn, Phil Harris, Hans Conried, Scatman Crothers, and the star.
He's young. He's very funny. Good looking.
It's Jerry Lewis, the Patsy. Thursday on Spotlight. Here's a movie perfect for the whole family.
Help!
What would you do if you were a little girl stranded on a strange island?
Somebody's gone to a lot of trouble, Fancy. This is a warning system.
And you were captured by a mysterious stranger.
Are you a wanted criminal?
No.
Or an escaped prisoner?
You'd probably try to run away.
You
are staying here.
Or maybe you'd make a new friend.
You're a good friend, Rebecca.
You too, Manuel.
It's a heartwarming story about two people who help each other. Run, Rebecca, run.
Friday on Spotlight.
Following movie has been rated PG by the Motion Picture Association of America, and parental guidance is suggested.
You're watching America's Channel for Movies with over 60 different features every month. You're watching...